What's going on, everyone? Alu Games here, back with another video, and welcome to Season 18 Resurrection. Today, we are actually going to reveal some leaks for next season, so buckle up and get ready. Now, I would like to say sorry, I've taken such a long time off again. My graphics card went down, so I'm on a backup one that I'm hoping won't crash during this video rendering. I've just been streaming on kick.com/ilootgames. Thank you to the lovely people that come through and show love with the sub or gifted subs. Really, it's greatly helped me to get a chance to get back on my feet and create more content for you guys. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into it. As you know, Revenant Reborn is on the way, and today's trailer gave us the first real look at what he will look like. Basically, as Satan said in Discord, Revenant forgot his dentures. With these physical changes coming for Revenant, who is going to be our only new character in Season 18, we are also going to see new abilities for Revenant. Now, we have seen a lot of leaked potential changes for Revenant, and I finally have the final locked-in abilities for him, and lucky for me, I was pretty much right on everything, except one thing that no one saw coming, and I'll get to that soon. The passive for Revenant will still have his wall climbing and little crabby walk, so you don't have to worry about that. I know some of you guys are concerned about that loss, and I think this is part of his kit, especially since having it in his reveal trailers, that you really can't take that away, and he will be keeping it. But with the rework, we will be seeing a new passive for him where he marks low health enemies only for himself to see. This really changes him into an even more aggressive character, hopefully changing the playstyle, which will be backed by his other new ultimate ability. His tactical will be sort of like a super jump, as I had described prior, which will allow him to jump out, or kind of like an octane pad or vantage tactical. What's interesting is that the devs actually said he could jump as far as an octane pad if you charge the tactical up enough. Oh, and also jump vertical, not just hop forward. But with that, he loses his silencing ability, which I think is why we saw it go to Seer instead. The rework for Revenant has seen a lot of different things tested, and his ultimate had previously leaked would be some sort of health type leech, and Thornton Smash posted the following on Twitter from one of his sources, seeming to confirm that information. Ultimate set down a totem, knock down or kill enemies within the totem's area of effect, restores health and armor. The effective range of the totem is 50 meters. Now, this matches with my prior leak, but now I'm being told that's not what is coming, and instead he is getting an ultimate that keeps his shadowy lore. I'll share more on that in the next video, so make sure you're subscribed because you won't want to miss that reveal. Rev mains, you are going to love it. But with these visual changes to his skin and ability changes, there's one other small change we will be seeing. His voice. Yes, his voice, I believe, will be slightly changed. Don't worry, hardcore Rev fans, it'll still be the same voice actor. But what do you think about this Revenant Reborn change up? Are you excited? Do you want something different? And what do you want the ultimate to be? As always, if you'd like to share information, you can contact me privately via Discord, Twitter, Instagram, or email. Links to everything are in the descriptions below. Now let's move into other changes for Season 18. We are seeing the return of certain hop-ups. One is a very highly requested hop-up, the Select Fire. The Select Fire will be placed on the Prowler, which is an old favorite of everyone's, but there's a big trade-off here. The Prowler will be going to the Care Pack. So while yes, you can get that auto Prowler again finally, you'll have to get some lucky RNG with it. For those of you who are unaware, the Select Fire is a hop-up that allows for automatic continuous firing of the gun instead of bursts, a favorite amongst controller players. Oh, and speaking of controller players, I have some news for you for Season 18 also. I'm not sure I'll have room to share it in this video though. I'll drop the info this week somehow, maybe even on stream. Follow me at kick.com/ilootgames. The next big change is the Charge Rifle. The Charge Rifle is getting a complete rework, which yes, I already leaked on stream, and you've seen a lot of this information shared already by other YouTubers because of my loose lips on stream. The rework though consists of changing the Charge Rifle to no longer be hit scan, instead actually shoot a projectile that has drop to it. It'll be similar to a railgun and much more like the Titanfall version of the gun. With it, there will again be magazines for the gun to use, and you'll have to charge it up. But a very interesting part of the rework is I believe it'll actually do more damage the farther away a person is. So imagine having to track someone far away, track the drop, and charge it to get the most out of the damage. The longer you charge it up, the more damage it'll do, along with the farther the target is away from you, the more damage it'll do. I'm super curious to see how this works out in game and what everyone thinks about it. Let me know down in the comments below. On the new season webpage, we can see that they are showing some mixtape changes where it says mixtape crashes into Broken Moon. Play your favorite mixtape modes like Gun Run and Team Deathmatch on POIs on Broken Moon. Now, this isn't some crazy cool information in my opinion, but I can give you the POIs for that. Gun Game and Team Deathmatch will be adding the core from Broken Moon as a POI to play at, while Control will be getting Production Yard. It'll be a great way to really master the map, but of course, that's sort of just filler content. Which, to be honest, this entire season kind of feels like filler content. That has me worried. I don't think the rank changes will really be enough to bolster the competitiveness of it, but I could be wrong. The rewards are getting a big time nerf that I think everyone is going to be pissed about. But the good news, every one of you will be getting an animated Masters badge next season. Since I assume every single one of you is Masters, right? Like literally all of you got Masters, right? Well, you still have time. If you haven't, go earn that badge and trail because you may not be able to get that trail again anytime soon. Yeah, and the trails are getting replaced with something you don't want. No, it's not an optic. What I did think was interesting, and I spoke with Thornton about, the new season page on EA doesn't have anything about Stormpoint, which leads us to believe that most likely it'll just be taken out of rotation and come back in a later season with a rework to it. In my opinion, that's a huge letdown because I really was hoping that we could get at least that for new content this season, but it seems like all we will be getting is a slight rework to this horrible rank system, no return to rank splits, and a rework character and some other little things here and there. I'm worried. Imperial Hal seems to share the same sentiment as me with his tweets recently on Twitter, or X.com, whatever you want to call it, Elon Musk Madhouse. Hal said the following: "This new Apex season can't come soon enough. I'm going to rip them a whole new one if they drop the ball again with an update because holy, this game has gone downhill. Hopefully it turns around August 8th. To which his Watson quote tweeted, "We want our game to be as competitive as realistically possible. Respawn wants their game to retain the most amount of players possible. I don't think there's any point in arguing with them anymore because we're just not going to agree." Imperial Hal responded, "I disagree because they've only been losing players the last 2 seasons. The retention of players isn't going to be good if the rank system is easy." His Watson continued, "They care more about their casual audience than their competitive one for good reason. If they want a competitive rank mode, the path is very obvious and would have been done already." And then Imperial Hal finished with, "They can have their casual rank system all they want. The game just won't last." Now, I tend to agree with Hal here. Other games don't make it easy to hit Masters just so casuals feel better about themselves. Ranked is there for those who want to take the game serious. But if you treat them like clowns in the process, telling them that 1.5 million other people also deserve the highest rank, it's going to backfire. Games that are super competitive and not noob friendly are still popping, like Counter-Strike and Valorant. Counter-Strike has lasted the test of time and shows you that you can have a game geared towards hardcore comp players who want to sweat their asses off, and it can do well. But will Respawn try to do something different to please the masses? Now, they do have a lot of lore up their sleeves for Season 18, so maybe that'll help us not feel like we are just being sold expensive skins over and over with no real entertainment value added, but we'll just have to see. I appreciate you guys watching. Leave your questions down below or come ask me today on stream at kick.com/ilootgames. Take care, and I will catch you next time.